Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Adin Ross again. Now, in the last commentary video I did here on the channel, we were talking about a couple of controversies that Adin Ross was involved in where a lot of people were mad at him, people were calling on him to be canceled, people were, saying he was doing these things for clout and whatnot. If you haven't seen that video, you can go back and watch that video after this one. But it appears that Adin Ross has been permanently banned from Twitch on his 8th ban, which actually took me by surprise. I did not know that Adin Ross had been banned 8 separate times by now, but yes, Adin Ross is permanently banned off of Twitch now, which means he'll have to move somewhere else, which if you've been paying any attention to the news surrounding Adin Ross, you already know that this was an inevitability, because recently Adin Ross has been streaming a lot on the platform Kick, which is a newer streaming platform that's backed by the streamer Trainwrecks and is working to get a bunch of top name streamers on the platform. It notably has way looser guidelines than Twitch. You're allowed to do a lot more on Twitch, and one of the reasons that Adin Ross was recently in controversy was because he actually decided to stream Corn on Kick with no problem, to like 85,000 people, and of course that got a lot of people upset and whatnot. People were calling him a hypocrite and everything. But Adin Ross has been permanently banned from Twitch, which is actually pretty surprising to a lot of people considering the fact that in about the last week or so he's only streamed on Twitch one single time, and that was for like an hour. So there hasn't really been, a whole lot of content put out on his Twitch page that most people could look at and be like, oh hey, this is the reason that he got banned. Now of course this is nothing new with Twitch, right? I mean, having somebody get banned and not really getting the full answers on what exactly is going on is kind of like a classic Twitch moment, if we're being honest, right? Like, these guys love punishing people, love taking things like this and doing things like this, and then we get no explanation. So I've been reading into the situation to try and figure out if any reason has actually been given, and according to what I could find from esports.gg, and according to them, there actually is a reason for the ban coming from Twitch, but Adin Ross's legal team has told him that it is in his best interest to not release this to the public. Now, I don't know exactly if that means that whatever Adin Ross did was so bad that it could hurt his reputation, or if they're doing this because they want to stay quiet for a potential legal response against Twitch. We really don't know. There isn't really any indication of that coming from Adin Ross yet. But obviously, this is a pretty big situation for the Twitch platform and for streaming in general, because Adin Ross is one of the biggest streamers on the planet. I mean, even on Twitch, he was one of the top dogs on the platform. He had over 7.2 million followers at the time he was permanently banned. And like I said, in the last couple weeks, he's been transitioning to the Kick platform to start streaming there. So it was really only, it seems like, an inevitability before Adin Ross was going to be done with Twitch. But for Twitch to come out and pull the trigger first and permanently ban Adin Ross from the platform is definitely a pretty major surprise. Now, there's a couple conspiracy theories, it seems like, kind of floating around in the community about what exactly Adin Ross did that got him banned by Twitch this time. One of the more popular ones right now that I've been seeing is people think that Adin Ross was permanently banned from Twitch because he was making his official switch to Kick. Now, this wouldn't be the first time that somebody switching to another platform, a competitive platform to Twitch, has been permanently banned from their platform. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Ninja, when he moved to YouTube Gaming, ended up having his official Twitch page completely deleted by Twitch and completely removed. Once again, that's if I remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure this is not the first time something like this has went down. I'm pretty sure we've made videos talking about situations like this in the past. So there is, I guess, a little bit of credibility to that theory right now. I mean, it isn't confirmed. There isn't really any full-on answer as to whether or not that's actually the cause behind this entire thing, but I mean, there's definitely the possibility, man. I mean, we've seen stuff like this, and we've seen how Twitch behaves. Like, it's a really weird operating platform, right? Like, they have an issue with even their largest streamers, and they do the thing it seems like you would expect them to do the least out of everything, They just completely react way differently than anyone would normally expect them to. So Adin Ross has officially responded to the fact that he was banned by Twitch. There's about a 1.5 minute long clip of him responding. We're going to take a look at it, and we're going to respond to it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll the video.
First thing I'm gonna say is this. I already signed my deal to this shit. It don't matter. I already locked myself in on Kick. Thank God. Because I told everyone that Kick was out to get me, bro. They were out to get me. They're out to get Kai. They're out to get all these fucking streamers. All. Every single one of these streamers, bro. And, I'm gonna just tell you guys right now, bro. I'm not even gonna bash Twitch completely. But the one thing I'll say is this. If I had blue hair and did my makeup, would you have banned me, Twitch? It's a serious question. Would you have permanently banned me? If I had blue hair and did my makeup and fingernails, would you have permanently banned me, bro? No, they wouldn't have. Listen, I'm permanently banned on Twitch. It's done. It's already done. But I got permanently banned for no reason. At all. No reason. How do you ban someone on Twitch? And my reasoning is for VOD / on stream when I haven't even been streaming there. This is exactly why everyone needs to see Twitch for what it is.
So, Adin Ross says a couple things in this clip that I kind of want to talk about. First, of course, he talks about how he's already locked in his deal with Kick. He's already signed the paperwork or whatever. I'm assuming that means he's going to be directly funded by Kick to stream on the platform. That's usually how deals like this work. You know, you get a little bit of a paycheck, I guess is the best way to put it. I mean, if we talked about how much money these guys are really making, we'd be talking like actually athlete numbers. But usually like these streamers, they sign a deal like this, they have to stream like, I don't know, 40 to 80 hours or whatever a week on the platform. They get a set amount, and that's basically how the entire thing works. So he's probably getting his money from Kick, which is good, obviously, because, well, he cannot stream on Twitch anymore. And obviously, that, even though Adin wants to play it off like it's not that big of a deal, I mean, it is a big deal, right? Like I said, he had like 7 million plus followers. He made his career on Twitch, you know what I mean? Like, this is, you know, the platform that really kind of helped bring him to relevancy and everything. And, you know, it's probably still the dominant streaming platform, at least as of right now. I definitely don't foresee that being the case for very much longer, and it's not even just because of Adin Ross, but I mean, we've made 30, 40, 50 something videos now at this point talking about Twitch and how they constantly screw up and why their platform is bound to fail and everything. But I mean, it's a good example of why creators like Adin Ross are hopping over onto platforms like Kick, you know? Like, it's not even just about the money for a lot of these guys. It's the freedom from the platform of Twitch that really helps seal the deal in a lot of these situations. And I've been talking about how Twitch is just a cancer platform to begin with for years now. Twitch is just honestly not the place to be. So I don't blame Adin and all these other, you know, streamers for moving away from Twitch in the first place, because even if like I wanted to come back into streaming and I wanted to do streaming again, I would never do it on Twitch. I would be doing it on YouTube. Absolutely 1,000,000%. Twitch is a dying platform, and it's because of multiple factors. One of the factors being how they handle their top creators. The fact that Twitch is not throwing ludicrous contracts to hold people like Adin Ross and Kai Cenat and all these other streamers onto their platform, in my opinion, is actually absurd, because all of the rest of the competition is willing to do that. YouTube is out here throwing a bag at people to come stream on their platform. You have people like Kick popping up, making their platforms, and they're throwing a bag at people to come stream. There's growing competition in the market where all of your competitors are paying lucrative contracts, right? And people can sit here and they can hate, and they can say things like, oh bro, how does Adin Ross demand millions of dollars? You know, he's just a streamer. Yeah, he's a streamer who can get tens of thousands of people to tune in concurrently, watch advertisements, put their own money into the platform to support him, and put eyeballs on the platform and help them grow their brand. Yeah, he might just be streaming and talking to a camera in his room or whatever for 6 hours, but he's pulling television numbers, you know what I mean? Like, this guy is getting attention. This guy he's gonna help build a platform, you know? Like, the fact that Kick was able to pull him is a win for Kick. I've been somewhat critical of Kick since the inception of the platform and whatnot due to some of the things that it's gotten itself involved in, but I mean, I would just be lying if I was sitting here telling you that them pulling Adin Ross wasn't a win for the platform. Any platform that can have a streamer like Adin Ross is going to take a win. And the fact that Twitch doesn't see that is insane, and then they go as far as to like permanently ban these guys when they leave, completely burning the bridge and giving zero opportunity for these creators to come back if something goes wrong. Like, as a business, Twitch should be more interested in how can we get these creators back on our platform? How can we build reputation with them in our community? And how can we bridge the gap between us and them? But instead, they completely cut ties with these people and they just completely shut their pages down, and they don't even really give good reasoning. Like, if we're being honest, when a streamer as large as Adin Ross is banned from a platform like Twitch, the platform should come out and give a direct statement and let us know directly, like, oh, hey, this is what happened, you know, this is the cause of why we got rid of Adin Ross on the platform. There's hints that it was because of something that happened on VOD, but like we said earlier in the video, he's only streamed once there in the last like week, and it was for like an hour. So that makes me wonder, like, what could really have been done in that hour or whatever to actually, I guess, warrant banning him permanently from the platform? I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine that much happened, and if it did, considering the fact that it's Adin Ross, they probably would have had that shit on like every outlet, right? Like that would have been all over the internet. And we'd be sitting here making a video talking about that in particular, right? But I mean, we haven't seen anything like that. So it's gotten to that point now where people are like starting to really kind of raise questions and concerns. But he then goes on to say, you know, oh, would I have gotten banned if I had blue hair and dyed my fingernails or whatever, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. Was he wildin'? Who knows, man? I mean, we know Twitch, right? Like these guys, they clearly kind of play favorites. Like when it comes down to who gets preferential treatment, who gets special treatment and whatnot. Most people say that like women especially get a lot of protections on the platform and everything. I don't know if that's what he was alluding to or if he was making like a shot at the LGBT community. I don't really know. I don't know what exactly he was referencing there, but I mean, it's just definitely pretty weird, you know, like a pretty weird situation. And like, I don't blame Adin for being like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? Because it's more or less like a spit in the face. Like that's the way that I look at this. If this happened to me, I would be a little bit pissed off at Twitch just because it's a spit in the face. Like I helped do so much for your platform. You know, I brought so many people entertainment on your platform. I made your platform a lot of money, and the first thing you do when I'm not working with you is completely erase my history on the platform. Like I think that's just, I think that's shitty in and of itself. For instance, you know, back when like Storyfire was kind of popping off in 2020, which was like an alternative to YouTube, don't even fucking waste your time looking it up anymore. But when creators like myself joined the platform and started uploading our content to the platform, YouTube hasn't been permanently kicking us off the platform. Or even with like Odyssey and platforms like that, you didn't see YouTube come out of the woodworks and start taking creators off left and right because they were joining and working with these other platforms. And that's honestly what it starts to look like at a certain point when just coincidentally all these big streamers who leave your platform get their shit permanently banned and whatnot. I mean, it starts to look like sour grapes on the end of Twitch, like just kind of pathetic. I don't know, maybe I'm overlooking into it, I have no idea, but what's done is done now, and Adin Ross will probably never stream a day again on Twitch. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @subtooptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about Adin Ross being banned from Twitch and signing out.